Welcome to the Wrestle Story, where we discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Wednesday after AEW and NXT. Almost messed it up.
I was gonna say
every Friday after SmackDown, and we are here talking about SmackDown tonight.
We are here talking about SmackDown, SmackDown, folks, SmackDown. Well.
Hello, Zando. Hello, James.
I will say, where I did not agree with some of the stuff that happened on tonight's show. All of that aside, I actually thought this was a decent SmackDown.
It wasn't bad.
This is one of the more decent SmackDowns that we've gotten in the last several,
Hello, Clark. How you doing?
Months.
Yeah.
So I'll take it. Now, like I said, some of the stuff that happened I did not love. And I just was like, not for me. But with that being said, regardless, I still thought it was a decent show compared to what SmackDown has been.
What's up, Poppin'? What's Gucci?
What?
How's it going, Brigitte?
You don't even read that right.
What's up? What's poppin'? What's Gucci? My bad. See, you put in what's too many times, and I just can't. I ignore some of it.
Really?
Hi, Brigitte.
Alrighty
Glad to see
then.
Cena back. Yes.
I'll share thoughts in a little bit.
I don't like the way they did that. We'll talk about it.
I'll share thoughts when we get to it. So, guys, we start the show off with my favorite.
I'm working on it.
The Universal Champion. Goldberg. Now, guys, Goldberg got no, huge, big, oh, yes, Goldberg, woo, reaction. He got none of that.
You know why?
None of it.
Because all of the non-wrestling fans are a bunch of babies. And
no, it's because he beat the Fiend and nobody wanted to see that happen. Sorry, homie. That's the way it is.
I told you. Cool, James.
I told you that's what was happening. Okay? I told you Goldberg was going to get booed. Did you listen to me? No. You thought he was still going to get Goldberg.
I didn't say Goldberg. What I said was this was a smart thing to do.
He got no reaction from the people. And when he did get a reaction, it was boos. Or they were just straight up silent.
Saying Goldberg.
Not as much as there was. If you roll the tape back, look at last Friday's SmackDown. Everybody erupted before his music came on. Nothing compared to what it was last week.
So what's that say about wrestling fans?
And that's because he beat the Fiend yesterday.
What's it say about wrestling fans?
It says that, well, you beat the Fiend yesterday, and that was a dumb move.
Yep, that was a dumb move. Then why even have him in the match?
Why have Goldberg in the match?
Yeah, because if you're just going to have him lose all the time, then why have him in the match?
Why have Goldberg in the match?
Yeah, there's no point in
I don't
having
give
him
a
in the match.
garbage if Goldberg is a legend. Should have never won the title. It should have never happened.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have happened. The only reason they did this was to get a reaction for Roman.
Should have had Shorty G.
That was it. So he
Shorty
comes
G
out
versus the Fiend for the title.
Goldberg comes out. He says it's not about who was last. It's all about who's next. Roman then comes out. And we stand in silence for 9 years. I kid you not. They stood there forever looking at each other just.
Yes, it was cool.
Goldberg.
He was breathing.
I kid you not.
Everybody has to breathe.
But it's like the Goldberg, over-exaggerated breathing. And then Roman says, I'm next. And I'm like, yeah, great.
I took time to think about it, Miss G. Was right. I'm not happy Goldberg won, but it had to be done. I think it's
not even a matter of that it had to be done. It's just, I saved a couple screenshots of tweets from Ryan Satan that I saw before we came on, because I thought this was very logical, the way he explained this and what they're doing with Bray and the Fiend and how they could have done it if they wanted to do it with the title. It would have made so much more sense. But I'll get to that in a little bit. I'd like to know, one, what did Roman do to get a shot at the Universal title? He beat Corbin 35 times? If that's all you gotta do, man, I guess.
What's anybody done to get a shot at the title?
Okay, but I don't even care.
kind of what WWE does.
What did Roman do to get a shot at the Universal title at WrestleMania? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Okay,
at least if they had the men's elimination chamber match, he would have won that, which would have made people go, all right, he won the men's elimination chamber match, so that's why he gets a shot at the title at WrestleMania. It's kind of like the Royal Rumble. Oh, Drew McIntyre won the Royal Rumble, so that's why he gets his match against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. There is no reason for Roman to have a title match at WrestleMania, aside from Vince, let's put him in a title match. And you know what? Let's put him against Goldberg, because Goldberg just beat the Fiend, and people really dislike that, like a lot. And they're like, they really don't like it. And automatically putting Roman in this position, he's automatically going to get cheers. So, mind blown. Woo! Woo!
Yes, Roman never lost the title.
I don't care if he never lost his title.
Yes.
I don't care.
We don't care if he never lost.
I don't care if he never lost the title.
We don't care.
That, to me...
That's irrelevant.
Currently, that doesn't mean anything to me.
Yes.
I don't care if he never lost his Universal title.
Nope.
I just...
We don't.
It doesn't matter. What did he do here and now to get this title shot? He did absolutely nothing. He went up to Goldberg and stood in his face for a minute. But I didn't know all I needed to do was walk into Smackdown and breathe and I get a title shot. I didn't know that was the case.
That's the way WWE
Are you
does
kidding
it.
me? Are you kidding me?
Have you not been watching WWE?
But this especially.
Just
we're
in
on
the last
every
year, that's all they do.
No. Every single one of the title matches, I don't care what they've done in the past. On this road to WrestleMania currently, every single one of their major title matches is being built up based upon a certain match. Drew McIntyre gets his WrestleMania match because he won the Royal Rumble. That's the reason he gets his. That makes sense. Shayna Baszler is getting her title match because she's going to win Elimination Chamber. Roman Reigns did nothing to get his title match at WrestleMania.
Did he do anything to lose it?
I don't care.
Well, of course we don't care. Did he do anything to lose it?
No, he didn't, but I don't really care.
So he should probably be the first one to get a title shot.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
Okay.
If you're not willing to put somebody in a match to get the whole Elimination Chamber, what does Elimination Chamber mean at this point? What does this pay-per-view mean?
So let me ask you this. It means
nothing.
It meant nothing. It wasn't going to mean anything. So the thing is you want to
they
put
have
Roman
the
in
match
there.
Advertised, and they already put Sheamus in the Elimination
knew,
Chamber match.
Yeah, we already knew. But see, everybody knew what was going to happen, which is why they had to eliminate it.
No, I had nothing to do with that.
What do you mean?
Now there are the people that are out there on Twitter going, Roman did nothing to get this match.
Right.
At least if he won the Elimination Chamber match, he at least had an incentive to go to WrestleMania.
Yeah,
he won it. He didn't just walk in the building and breathe. Are you kidding me?
Okay, so let's have a match where everybody goes, we already knew that was going to happen. That was dumb at WWE. Why did they do that? Why didn't they just, before they had this Elimination Chamber match, why didn't they just say, well, they're just going to have Roman and Goldberg?
That's what you would have been doing, because that's what you're doing about the Shayna match. So, don't even, because you would have done that.
Why are you going to have a match that means nothing?
Just...
I don't get people
They
either.
should have had the Elimination Chamber match, but you wouldn't have been one of those people. If they had the Elimination Chamber match and Roman was put in it, we all know Roman's going to win, but at least he wins the match and then goes on to WrestleMania.
I want an element of surprise. I don't want this. Well, we already know he's
sorry,
going to win.
Roman coming out and going, I'm next. That's not an element of surprise. Sorry, bub, it's not. I don't know what you're seeing. I don't know what you're doing, but that's not an element of surprise.
They've got time to build it here. Let's see where they go with it.
But they don't need to build it. Everybody already knows if Roman was put in this match, he's going to WrestleMania. He is walking out with the Universal title, whether we like it or not. It doesn't matter. The title is always going back to him because he is the golden boy of the WWE. And I don't get it. I don't see what everybody else sees in Roman at this point in time. I think he needs a major character change. He needs to go heel. He needs to do something because I think he's real boring. I don't have any use for Roman whatsoever. I just don't. He's just another guy on the roster.
Yeah,
he is the Seth Rollins of SmackDown.
Yes.
And currently, I'm not loving Seth Rollins either.
I love it.
Neither of them are doing anything for me currently.
Seth's got me.
And so
I've heard in Elimination Chamber matches now they hardly use the chamber as a weapon. Yeah, I mean it's Clark. It's not like a huge deal. They did, although last year they did use it a little bit. So as far as like doing the crossover thing with stars being on different things, I think it depends on what they're doing. Who in WWE has ratings drawer like Cena and Brock and Goldberg? Right now, I would say right now that's the issue with WWE.
That means nothing to me. I don't care if they don't have anybody. Roman doesn't draw people. I don't care. They don't have anybody because they haven't built anybody up because Vince is a ding-dong. I explained this yesterday.
This, okay?
He does not want to build stars.
Okay.
He does not want anybody who is larger than life, who is bigger than the company, like John Cena, like Goldberg, like any of the legends.
My question.
Any of them. He doesn't want any of them to be like that anymore, so he can just expect his roster to suck from here on out. Because that's what it's going to amount to if he doesn't begin building up stars. And don't be all like, oh, well the stars have to get over on their own. The issue with this is he doesn't let them. And that's where the problem lies. And that's where I have a problem with it. So yeah, this Roman Goldberg segment I didn't like.
Loved it.
Don't care. It does not. I don't care about this match at WrestleMania. I know Roman's walking out with the title, and I don't care.
I loved it.
I don't care about this match going into WrestleMania. I don't. It does nothing for me. If this was just Goldberg versus Roman, not for the title, if it was Spear versus Spear, which is a match that'll sell on its own, sure, it'll be fine. But I have no use for this. I don't like Goldberg. I have made it very clear that I don't like Goldberg. And like I said, I currently am not loving Roman either. So this match does nothing for me.
Roman wins, Goldberg goes away forever.
That's my 2 cents on that. If you like this match, cool. I strongly, very strongly, very, very, very strongly dislike it.
Yeah, they should have Shorty G versus Goldberg for the title.
Did I ever say that? No, I didn't.
I
just don't like this.
Look at them looking at each other like a mad face. Who in WWE can you take serious like that? See, the problem is they don't. Again, we can sit here and talk about Vince not building characters. Okay, Kofi was built up. Part of the problem is WWE fans.
Really now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wrestling fans in general are part of the problem.
Except, look at Kofi. Kofi was built up. Kofi was a star, and then they ruined him in 15 seconds flat when they took the title off of him and gave it to Brock.
Okay, but yeah, Shorty G is terrible. That's why I threw him out there, James. The thing about Kofi is people wanted him to win, and then he won. And then after a while, people were going, Kofi, Kofi's boring. I really don't want him to be the
That was
champion
months
anymore.
after he won the title. Months. He was on top of the world forever. And there were still...
No, it wasn't long
a bunch of people...
They were talking about him.
Okay, well, there were still a bunch of people when he was on the Smackdown debut on Fox or whatever that didn't want to see Brock Lesnar take the title off of him because it was a stupid move.
Well,
but you know what they did? They did it anyways because they don't care what we think. They have shown that they don't care what we think.
It doesn't matter what
you think. No, but see, this is where they kind of do have to take into account what the fans are interested in, because if they don't, like I said, they are going to lose people. Okay? They just are. It's a fact.
That's because
they will lose people if they aren't keeping things consistent and they're bringing back old guy after old guy and they're having them win titles.
But the problem is then they're not true wrestling fans.
Yeah, but I can be a true wrestling fan, if I want to be a true wrestling fan, but
I
don't want to see Goldberg come back and win the title.
That you would not sit here and go, wow, that's
and Roman winning the title off of Goldberg is really I didn't see that coming moment. Really now. Really. Yes.
What I'm saying
and Goldberg taking the title off the Fiend is totally I didn't see that coming moment. Yeah, sure, whatever. Whatever you gotta tell yourself, man.
The new wrestlers, and it's true. It is. I mean, the old wrestlers get more pop.
Which is the problem here. Do you not see what I'm saying? The thing I'm saying is the stars are not being built up because they are relying on the old guys. And until they stop relying on the old guys, no one's going to be built into anything.
Here's the problem. You know the problem with the new guys. And for a long time I sat here and the more after like this whole Goldberg thing happening over the last, week or so, and the whole Brock Lesnar thing, as much as I hate Brock Lesnar, we sit here and we talk about trying to build new wrestlers.
They can't build new wrestlers if Brock Lesnar's holding the title hostage for 65 months and he's not even on TV fighting people.
First off, you don't need a big champion to get yourself built up, okay? That's just like phony and bogus and everything else. The problem is...
Well, it's official, guys. Brock Lesnar. John Cena versus The Fiend is happening at WrestleMania. It was made official 2 months ago.
I'll go back to what I just said. Part of the problem is wrestling fans in general. They do not allow someone to get built up. The Fiend. Everybody's already talking about, well, he's dead. The Fiend is dead. They just killed him. No, they didn't kill him. Okay? Now, they will have killed him if you allow them to have killed him. And if the fans choose to have him dead, then yes, that's going to go that way. But the fans don't get it. There's like, if it's not exactly what the fans want, then they throw a fit and act like 2-year-olds and want to be babies about it. And so,
So you don't want to see wrestling fans get upset about anything ever that happens in the WWE, because then if that's me, things are going to get pretty boring. Okay, there will be no more rants on the show. There will be nothing. Because without all the stuff that they do wrong and that is so stupid that I rant about, throw the rants out the window, folks. Sorry.
But you have to open your eyes up.
Maven Rants is dead.
You have to open your eyes. The rants and stuff are fine, but you have to open your eyes up and take a look at possibly why they did it. Why are they doing it?
To get Roman over at WrestleMania?
Well, that's part of what's happening.
Which is ridiculous. Roman is already over. You didn't need to have Bill Goldberg take the title off of The Fiend to get Roman over at WrestleMania. I'm sorry, you didn't. Did anybody hear the "you both suck" chants tonight? Because there were a few of those. So it's not like people are going to be, yeah, pro Roman, or yeah, pro Goldberg. Some people are just going to be like, I flat out don't care. You both suck, and it doesn't make a difference to me who walks out with the title.
Who do you put in that spot?
I don't know, because like I said, they don't have anybody currently, because this goes back to my point exactly, where they haven't built anybody up. Moving on, the next segment on SmackDown was Bayley versus Naomi, part 2.
Okay, maybe if Vince goes to that stuff and Triple H takes over, can you really see Triple H make Bayley better? Because I don't. Maybe Triple H do match after match. Where's the story? No, I don't see him making it better, simply because the fans are part of the problem.
What is Raw doing differently than SmackDown?
When you have the fans that sit here and complain about people complain about Seth.
Because I don't like what they're doing with Seth currently. If I'm comparing Seth's new heel work to his old heel work back in 2014, I much prefer that because it was
different.
Because it was so much better. I can't take him seriously as a heel with this whole new Messiah gimmick.
They're doing something different.
Which
I love the Messiah gimmick.
Think is a bad thing. Yeah, you can try different things.
The one thing I wish they would expand on it.
So people can't like and dislike things now. That's what this comes to.
No, that is not what I'm saying. When fans sit here and tell you, well, I'm going to quit, I'm going to turn off.
Have I ever said I'm going to quit?
I've had a subscription. No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying there's a lot of fans out there. I had a subscription. I'm going to quit now. I agree they probably need to cut the number of pay-per-views. I don't think one every month needs to happen. I would be happy with 4 a year or even 6 a year. Do it every 2 months or every 3 months.
See, this is what I don't understand.
Gives you time to build your storylines. How dare Naomi treat everyone all like that?
Smackdown is where all the rants come from. Smackdown is where all the problems lie. Raw has been doing fine. Not a lot of people have been complaining about Raw, myself included. Yeah, there's the every now and again, I don't get this, and this makes no sense, and I really dislike this. Like the Seth Monday Night Messiah thing, because that's just not my cup of tea, and that is perfectly fine. Everybody can like what they like. Not everybody has to like the same thing I like.
I'm not saying you have to like the same thing.
So, I don't like the Seth Monday Night Messiah thing.
Which is fine.
Because I'm comparing it to the 2014 heel work that Seth Rollins did, and I just think that's better. And if they did something more like that with this whole new heel turn that he had, I think, honestly, it would have gone over so much better. That's just my opinion. Personally, Raw has been doing so much better than SmackDown, and I just can't seem to figure out why. But, you know, I don't know. SmackDown is just... the stories, the booking, everything, it's just been so screwed up, and it's really what makes me just hate the show. It really just makes me hate SmackDown. And then I yell about things like Goldberg going over the Fiend. Are you kidding me?
Jono...
Yeah. Oh, you weren't here yesterday. Yesterday was a fun one. And the first 20 minutes of this was kind of continuation of, yesterday.
Jono, the appointment went well. We just got to kind of wait and possibly up the dose of her medication, so we'll see if that gets it fixed and the issues that she's had. So that's kind of where her appointment went. But yes, I get your point. Fiend shouldn't lose to Goldberg. Yes, you're right. But man, do you want Fiend versus Roman? Again, him losing to Goldberg.
I want Roman versus anybody because, like I said, what Roman needs currently is a reinvention. Yeah. Roman needs something because he's not it right now. And that's just...
Heard that Maven was happy that Goldberg won.
You heard wrong. No, I think Roman needs to be revamped. He needs to be repackaged. Something needs to happen with him. He needs to turn heel. Something has to happen. Because, personally right now, I'm not invested in Roman like the rest of the world is. Because I just don't buy it. I don't care what he's doing. Part of what has really killed his momentum for me is the fact that they put him in a 6-month-long feud with Baron Corbin and the dog food.
Well, that's the issue with him.
That is what has really killed him, and I'm not the only person that feels that way. I know a lot of people love...
I agree. I think Bruce Pritchard's the problem. I think that they need to fix it.
I know a lot of people love Roman, but I'm just not one of those people, and I can't get behind him right now.
Turn Roman heel will
because
get 70 ratings. Guys don't get it.
Roman's been through a lot. I think it's his moment again.
The problem with turning him heel is you have to make sure he's a legitimate heel. They should have did Bray Wyatt versus Roman Reigns because I don't think having Bray against Roman would have done anything.
No, I like what they're doing with Fiend versus Cena. I just think they should have done it differently. Not tonight. I think what they did tonight was genius. I was gonna say that was like loud. Did somebody fall over the gate? I like what they're doing with Fiend versus Cena. I think that's a smart move. But I lost my train of thought because people are out there. It's a ghost. It might be. But I like what they're doing with the Fiend and Cena, and I'll get to that later. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents on, Roman and stuff. Now, I agree, Roman has totally been through a lot. Roman, the person outside of WWE, has been through a lot. And I 100% get that. And he has been through a lot. But looking at Roman, the character, I just can't get behind him right now. I just can't. It's Goldberg. Or Cena. It's probably a really cute ghost. So, we then get Bayley versus Naomi, part 2. So it starts off as Bayley versus Naomi. Bayley gets in the mic. She says, "I shouldn't need to even be here. Shouldn't have to be here." Or it's the ghost of Maven. "I shouldn't have to fight Naomi again. In fact, the only reason I am here is because of my best friend, future rapping star, Sasha Banks. And then Sasha returns. Neat. Sasha comes out. She attacks Naomi during the match, which causes the disqualification. Then Lacey comes out to the aid of Naomi. Cool, whatever. We then get Naomi and Lacey versus Sasha and Bayley. Naomi ends up getting the pin over Bayley. Now, the funny thing was, if you listen to commentary, Michael Cole said, "Oh my gosh, Bayley just pinned the champion." And I was like, what are you talking about, Michael Cole? Because Bayley is the champion. You're a fool. Another key note here that I think is going to lead to the eventual turn of Sasha and Bayley. Bayley's been on a winning streak until tonight when Sasha came back. I don't know if this is intentional or if this was just kind of a little thing that they just did and they didn't really notice. But I'm assuming it was probably intentional to lead to the eventual breakup of Sasha and Bayley to lead to their match at WrestleMania. The way I think that's going to go down, I believe Bayley's going to continue losing with Sasha. Now that Sasha's back, she's going to continue losing. And then, what was that, a bug on your wall? Where? Bugs? I don't like bugs. Have we calmed down yet? No. I'm still not calm. I think the way this is going to go down, Bayley is going to end up turning on Sasha because Bayley's going to continue losing, and she's going to think that it's because of Sasha. Because she's been on a winning streak when Sasha was gone, and now she's losing again. So, it's there again. OMG. What? I don't see it, man. It's like, is there a bug on your wall?
Where?
I'm like,
where?
I don't think there's a bug. I think Z-Red Vipers is nuts. That's what I think. I don't think there's a bug, man.
Is it up here?
Where is it?
Down here?
I don't see a bug. Like, I don't see it, man. I don't see it. He's back. He's back again.
Yeah, the big thud.
So
Had to go fix the big thud.
it's on you. It's on me. What? I have no bug on me.
Red Vipers, you've been drinking.
So that's what we were talking about, Bayley and Sasha. And I lost my train of thought.
Yes.
It's because we're talking about bugs. Thanks, Z-Red Vipers. Seriously, man.
Yes, John L. We did see that she's been sick.
Mhm.
So hopefully she gets better. There's a bug on you.
So Sasha and Bayley is what we're talking about, and I think something that I noticed was that Bayley hadn't lost a match until Sasha came back tonight, and then I think Bayley's going to.
I made you both look.
Bayley's gonna continue losing until she eventually turns on Sasha and goes, "It's because of you. You're the reason I keep losing. I've put it together. It's you, Sasha." She's like, "Now I'm gonna beat the crap out of you because you're my problem."
That'd be a good story.
And then it's gonna eventually end up leading to the WrestleMania match.
I can handle that storyline. How you doing, Colin?
So we're getting Bayley, Sasha, or Bayley, Lacey at Elimination Chamber. I don't think we're getting either.
I am wearing a Dean Ambrose hat, yes.
John Moxley.
John Moxley, Dean Ambrose.
We just need to put a J and an M over that. We just need to add another, here.
Yeah.
And let's get rid of that line and just make it straight across and, together.
Yeah.
We gotta rearrange it a little bit, Twist them upside down. I'm sure we could make a J and an M out of that. So, I thought this was... So
we get Bayley, Sasha, or Bayley, Lacey at Elimination Chamber?
Nope.
I see a bug again.
For real this
For
time.
this time.
I think you're crazy.
I'm not even sure where he's looking.
I don't know, but
I'm trying to figure out where he's looking at.
I'm pretty sure he's a little crazy. For real this time. I highly doubt that.
The mic and then listen to Sheamus on the mic. Who do you take serious, Gleen? I take neither one serious, personally. Just because Sheamus.
He's a glue fiber.
Sheamus, I don't take serious just because of
he's been fighting
taking
Shorty
shots
G?
at Shorty G. Yeah. I would take Sheamus more serious if he wasn't.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's
accurate.
So I didn't know Killing Dana and Nikki Cross was together. You learn something new every day. Yes.
So
I think we actually mentioned that once, Jono, or twice, or three times.
Once, twice, 3 times, whatever.
Yeah. We mentioned it a few times.
Whatever. Are you streaming tomorrow after Evolution? Yes.
Yes. Plan is yes. I miss seeing Dana and forget what all you sheep say about her. I miss seeing Dana too. I didn't even realize she hadn't been on for like 3 weeks. Has it been 3 weeks?
I miss seeing
Has it been 3 weeks?
I don't
It's
know.
been about 3 weeks.
I don't know who I miss seeing.
Who's Dana?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know who Dana is.
All right, so you're up to Sasha.
Not quite sure. So Naomi and Lacey, Sasha and Bayley. Naomi gets the pin over Bayley, or Bayley gets the pin over the champ. I mean, whatever. If you're Michael Cole.
I just love how they put these matches together.
Me too.
The most anticipated return, Shane McMahon.
He's probably gonna return at WrestleMania, and boy,
Probably.
won't that okay. He's gonna be the one to come out and challenge Roman.
Might be.
He's
Imagine
gonna.
Drew as the WWE champion and then Sheamus as Universal champion. I could handle that. And then have him go and wrestle like over in Ireland at like an NXT takeover type thing.
Well, they have the Dublin
That'd be
show.
cool.
They have the Dublin show.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah. They have the Dublin show.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
In April. Sure.
I still haven't decided whether I'm watching or not. Well, if you don't, come check us out there, Colin.
We then get the most anticipated match on the show.
Sami Zayn turns heel.
The most anticipated match on the show. Robert Roode versus Kofi Kingston. What?
Why?
Oh, boy.
Wait, Shane returning to face Roman can be a thing?
Oh, God, I can see it. That's what I'm saying, though. Roman is going to be like, yes, I am Universal Champion. And then we're going to be like, yes, the show is over. And then it's going to be, here comes the money.
Yeah.
And we're going to be like, no. And Shane's going to be all like, I'm back. The best in the world is back. And we're all going to be like,
and Twitter's going to blow up and go,
I'm going to blow up.
There goes my money. I'm not giving it to you anymore.
Oh, man. That'd be so terrible, though. I hope they don't do that.
Remember, Bayley is everyone's role model. Let's put a handle on her title.
And the feud all over again, but for the belt. I know, it's like we've already seen it, but it's so terrible, and SmackDown is so terrible right now, I could see it being a thing.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
What if Shane comes back as a face? Can he come back as a face?
No, I don't think so. People are going to hate him anyways. It doesn't matter what you do with him. That is a huge possibility, actually. That's what I'm saying, though, man.
Yeah, that's the scary part. The Authority returns the night after Mania when Roman wins. What do you think? No. I don't think so. I don't think it'll happen.
I mean, no.
No, Dana Brooke again.
So, Robert Roode, and then Corbin involved again? No.
Yeah. No.
And then they somehow pull in Elias, and they just use all of the Shane McMahon feuds over the last, 2 years, and they're like, yes, we need this guy and that guy, and Drew McIntyre was even his lackey at one point in time, and that's what really killed him. And so, just get all these different people, and they're all just going to gang up on Roman, and then Shane's going to ultimately win the title, and then he's going to be like, Mwahaha! You're the Monday Night Messiah, Seth? Well, guess what? I'm the king.
Yeah.
I own everything.
A woman's elimination chamber, Maven. Hey.
Woot.
What time is it?
A time.
Like, what time is it here?
The other anticipated turn. The wild card rule. I forgot about that. I forgot that was a thing. Oh my gosh.
What did I
It's
think
time
that,
to not tell the time.
Backstage, I thought Killer Cross is debuting. I don't think he's ever gonna.
No.
Here right now, we are at 10 o'clock.
Yes. So Robert Roode versus Kofi Kingston, the most anticipated match on SmackDown. My goodness, you guys, this match was something else. I just don't care.
Yeah, how long are they gonna do the glitch thing?
I don't know. Maybe
before they bring him back. Whoever it is before they bring him back.
I think it's Ali, and I think it might end at Elimination Chamber next week because I think there's a good possibility that Ali comes out after the Braun Strowman Nakamura
it's 4
match.
That's what time it is. What if you ask 4:02 in the UK? Yes.
What if you ask for the time?
You're like
but the
6
person you
hours
ask
ahead
doesn't
of us.
have time to tell you what time it is. You will never have time to find out what's the time. See? Z-Red Vipers, you get it.
I can tell you what I tell my kids at school when they ask me what time it is. It's time for you to get a watch, man.
I always look at my imaginary watch and go, well, not quite sure. But it's the time.
Relax.
You know. So
we're always relaxed.
Robert Roode versus Kofi.
Okay, no we're not. Maven has rants that like go on forever sometimes.
Robert Roode versus Kofi Kingston. Yippee-ki-yay. Roode frames Big E.
I think a Hardy Nakamura match would be good.
This happened, guys. E gets thrown from ringside because of it. Roode fell into the stairs. And he was like, oh, oh! And the ref was like, E, you did it. I know you did it. And he was like, I didn't touch him, bro! Because Roode was all like, ugh! And Big E was all like, what?
I think we're going to start to see the falling apart of
that was very rude of him.
Yes, it was.
Jokes. I love jokes.
The New Day is probably going to start to fall apart, I'm guessing.
I think so. Roode ends up getting the win in this match. Fun fact, Kofi Kingston ate the pin yesterday, so I've been told. I'd have to, rewatch the tape to double check, but I've been told that Kofi took the pin yesterday.
We need to get to where we have somebody from every time zone in the world
Kofi,
on here at one time. That would be cool. Kofi ate the pin. Damn, he sounded great.
Kofi ate the pin yesterday, and so I'm thinking that this is why Big E eventually turns on him. Because he's like, what happened to the New Day? Or they wait for Woods to come back, and Woods is the one that breaks up New Day, because he's like, I'm done with this.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that I think we're looking at the possibility of the split up of New Day.
And I 100% agree with that. So we then get Otis backstage. He's watching.
Oh, Miz Chivers.
Why would he do that? Oh my gosh, I love your jokes tonight.
Okay, folks.
They're
I'm
great.
going to get some sleep. Check your messages when you're done, Maven.
Thumbs up.
Have a good one, Colin.
Yep, talk to you later. So we then get Otis backstage. He says he was watching the Roode match. Tucker tells him that, bro, you need to move on. Mandy's not worth it, man. You need to move on. Got me thinking. What if Tucker's the one who sent that message to begin with?
Tucker stole Mandy's phone and sent the message.
And yeah.
I don't think so. I still think it's Sonya.
I think Sonya's too obvious, though.
Whoa.
Which is why I think, maybe it was Sonya and Tucker together.
Ending.
What if Sonya and Tucker are working
what if Jeff
together?
Hardy is the one? Which one? Are we talking about for
V1.
AEW?
No, he still has another year on his contract.
Oh. We got a long time to wait to find out who the one is on, or the what do they call him?
The Exalted one?
Yeah, the Exalted one is.
So, what if it was Tucker and Sonya together?
Could be.
And they were like, this can't happen.
And then they're going to fight Otis
and Mandy at WrestleMania.
And we're gonna have the new tag team intergender belts.
I think
Jeff Hardy was the one on the call. Yes.
I think this is genius.
Yes.
That's what I think. So we then get the Nakamura and Braun contract signing. First thing I gotta say, boy oh boy, Braun's gotta do something different with his hair because my oh my oh my oh my, it did not look good.
That wasn't very Hardy. You know, I like the concept of this, but I'm tired of like having a contract signing every week, every show. And so I think that
didn't we just see a contract signing Monday?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Sammy comes out. He holds the signing up.
You guys had a contract signing. People liked it, so we're gonna do it.
Sammy says Nakamura couldn't enjoy his birthday last week because he had 9 staples in the back of his head because of you, Braun. Because of you.
Yes, James. He is in NWA. He's been there now for I think 3 or 4 weeks.
Braun is in like, I don't really care.
It's pretty cool what they're doing with him.
And
what if it was Kate?
I don't care what this contract says because I'm gonna have to like fight all 3 of you anyways. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sign it. So he signs the contract, and Sammy's like, whoa, 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 whoa! Wait just a minute. Did you just say you will fight all 3 of us? Are you serious? Are you serious right now, bro? Are you really serious? I mean, you signed the contract, so you can't like go back on that, right?
What if someone
right? You can't do it.
Yeah,
you just can't do it. And he then goes, alrighty then, let's do this. Nakamura signed the contract. Cesaro signed the contract. Sami Zayn signed the contract.
She used to date Dolph Ziggler in NXT.
Braun then says,
that'd be interesting.
What makes you 3 think you're gonna make it to next Sunday? He then takes everybody out. But Sami and Nakamura and Cesaro all get the upper hand.
That would be the hell of a ride.
I mean, see, Red Vipers is really on fire tonight.
I'm beginning to think Red Vipers is like had a little bit of you seeing bugs, or maybe seeing bugs and like come up with some jokes.
I mean, I think he's on a roll. He really is. He's on fire, man, with these jokes tonight. Like, we should write these down and make a T-shirt with all of them on them.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
We can do that.
Excuse me? And I love that. Excuse me?
Sami Zayn is Sami Zayn is awesome.
He is amazing.
He's awesome.
He was the savior of this contract signing. He really was.
Sami Zayn is so good on the mic. He should manage several wrestlers.
All right, you guys. So next we have Roman and Goldberg. It's official. Roman took a breath and got his match, and so we're just gonna move on from here because if I start talking again,
we'll
bad
hear
things.
It for the next 30 minutes.
So Roman Goldberg is official. Nobody else say anything about that.
Don't you mean Goldberg? Yes.
Stop.
Gold.
Emphasis on old.
Goldberg.
So we then get Curtis Axel versus Daniel Bryan. Bryan won.
Yeah, there was definitely no build up to this, Jono.
Drew, what's his butt? Gulak.
Nia Jax's in love with Otis.
Drew Gulak is going.
Be right back. We'll be right here.
He's got to go and think of more jokes. Drew Gulak is.
Or he has to get something to drink.
Drew Gulak is going to fight Bryan at Elimination Chamber next week, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's going to be...
Next week, James.
Yep.
A week from Sunday.
Elimination Chamber. March 8th. Right there.
James can't see it, remember?
Oh, yeah. It's right there, though.
March 8th, James.
Yes. So, Bryan won the match. Drew Gulak was on commentary. And, yeah. That's that. Drew Gulak versus Daniel Bryan should be a good match when it happens. I mean, should be good.
Yeah.
But, like, whatever. This was just kind of a whatever match. I mean, it's nice of Bryan to be, like, you know, having matches with these guys. and then, winning and stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
But, whatever, cool. We then get Miz and Morrison. I actually did like this segment, to an extent. Miz comes out and says, we proved all the haters wrong. So now they can choke on their pancakes. We are only here. What? Let's try that again. I wrote this wrong. The spelling's changed. So I'm reading it wrong. We only hear the sweet sound of Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey, ho, ho. This is the best chant in all of WWE, I swear. It's going to catch on. Everybody's going to be saying it by next year.
I'm already sick of it.
It's because I do it all the time.
Yeah.
It's my favorite chant. It is the next best chant to the yes chant. You thought the yes chant was big? Man, this Miz and Morrison, hey, hey, ho,
That's
ho
where
thing.
I need the Iconics back.
Miz and Morrison, hey, hey, ho, ho, it's going to be just as big as the yes chant. I'm just letting y'all know now.
This. What if Drew Gulak won me a jobber stable or a job squad with Curtis Axel and Heath Slater, but what Daniel Bryan's do join him? That'll be a good story. I think I said something about that
You did
tonight,
say the same thing, but I shot it down because I just don't think it makes a lot of sense.
The weird thing is, Elijah, I said the exact same thing tonight.
You did. A ref then runs down. Greg Hamilton, or whatever his name is, gets on the mic and says, I've just been informed that Miz and Morrison will defend their tag team championships against the New Day, and Heavy Machinery, and Lucha House Party, and Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler, and the Usos. And it's going to be an Elimination Chamber match. Notice how there is no revival.
Yes.
We got Lucha House Party instead.
Yes.
Just let that sink in for just a hot second.
The women's tag titles are a joke. Yeah, well, I think a lot of it is, and I've said this before, they just don't have enough women. I mean, and then trying to make tag teams out of it is hard to do. Backity back, bugsters. We're still here, Redbackers.
This is funny. I just saw this on Twitter. Someone said, you booked your brand new tag champs to lose clean in a non-title match. Are they trying to completely destroy their characters?
Yes.
Bray Wyatt replied with, yes.
That's funny.
Oh man, I can just imagine how Bray feels, man, about his whole losing to Goldberg yesterday.
I think revival in AEW would be good. I think it helps it makes their tag team division more believable.
Yeah.
And more stable, I think.
Yeah.
Just my opinion.
So.
Goldberg.
Goldberg. So. Yeah. Whoop whoop. Yeehaw. Tag team elimination chamber
AEW
match.
looks like a good show. You got Matt Hardy, Lance Kerr, Brian Cage, Revival, Brody Lee. That's a good. I agree. I think that AEW, if they get all these people signed, they could be pretty dangerous here. Now it's just you have to build the storylines, which they've done a good job so far. Some of it I don't like.
What's behind you guys? The Fiend.
It's.
Or Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle technically.
Yeah, Matt Riddle's right behind us.
He's like, Goldberg,
Gene
I'm
Okerlund's
watching
right
you. I saw a mysterious shadow.
Hey, we see mysterious shadows going through our house.
It's
all
probably
the
the Fiend. I mean, let's be real here. It's probably the Fiend. He's probably come to thank me for my rant I did yesterday about
women free agents
him in the division. It's probably what he's here for.
NXT to Raw to SmackDown to NXT. I agree. That should be bouncing back and forth, James. Red Viper's no kidding. We do see like shadows going through our house. So it happens. It's just a ghost running around our house.
So this Elimination Chamber tag team match, do I think it's going to be a giant cluster? Yes. Do I think there's going to be a lot of guys in the ring at a time? Yes. Do I think it's going to be decent? Yes. But is it going to be messy? Yes. Am I looking forward to it? Yes. Only if Miz and Morrison don't walk out with the titles. They are going to have the shortest tag team title reign in all of WWE history. This is what is going to lead to the split of Miz Morrison, and this is going to lead to their singles match against one another at WrestleMania.
Which I think would be good.
Please and thank you. I mean, if they retain the tag team titles, whatever, but I think you should put them on the Usos, in all honesty, and then probably do Usos versus New Day at WrestleMania, unless they're breaking up the New Day, in which I would just hold off and do Usos versus somebody else. But Usos versus New Day is always a good, let's lean on that tag match, because it at least puts your tag team titles on the WrestleMania show. And yeah, it'll be a decent match.
Jim Johnson, hello, then they good. Need to fix their audio and sound though. How you doing, Speed of Light Pen?
I call them Loser House Party.
Thanks for the follow. The thing about the audio with hey, thanks for the follow. The audio for AEW is better than the audio for SmackDown. SmackDown audio has been terrible the last, 2 or 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Gleen, what's the Dark Order in your house? Or are we good? We're good.
So.
I call them Loser House Party. They have pods, Maven, 2 at a time.
Is that what they're going to do for the tag match?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I think it's generally you add one team at a time, and I think adding one tag team at a time would make more sense than adding 2 at a time. So.
How about the Light Order? That'd be cool.
Who's going to be a part of that?
Yeah.
Let's just change the Elite's name to the Light Order.
Yeah.
That'd just be easy, right? So, I think you have Miz and Morrison lose the titles to the Usos in this match. Miz and Morrison then go on to fight each other at WrestleMania. And that's that.
Yeah.
I think that'd be the smartest decision. Agreed?
Yeah.
Agreed.
I
Cool.
agree.
So we then get Usos versus Miz and Morrison, where the Usos win. All right.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Z-Man 5001.
Alrighty. Woot, woot. So we then get John Cena. The man is back. Okay, wait, sorry. Not Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch isn't back.
I'm going to RKO myself. Don't do that, Speed of Light Pen.
I'm going to give you 4 letters. Tell me what it spells. Hello. I just followed
4
y'all
letters.
on Twitch. That was me. Cool. Thanks, Sendel.
All
4
right,
letters.
Zendel,
You kind of got to give us... Shh. Shop.
Sop. You spelled Sahop.
You stop at a green light. I thought that said shop. Does it say shop?
Yeah,
S-H-O-P?
It says shop.
That's what I thought! You making me think it wasn't! You making me think I was a dipstick! Jeez, man. I was like, that says shop! Now what do you do at a green light?
I like to go to the shop. My RKO there.
What do you do at
touchdown?
A green light. You stop.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah. Yes, you stop. But you don't stop at a green light. It's green.
You got me. That was a good one! Whoa!
I think you're colorblind. You gotta stop. Yes.
I can't believe I fell for that. Now I really am an idiot.
Take over Tampa card looks nice.
Woo!
Finn versus Walter, maybe. I think Finn versus Walter is.
Whoa,
you think they'll do that now, or you think they'll wait and do it during
the
takeover Dublin? Women's ladder match, Cole versus Dream. It's Ciampa versus Johnny. Yeah, I mean, NXT usually generally has a pretty good.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just fell for that.
Goldberg versus Roman Reigns. Oh God, no, you got to be joking. Out of shows, good grief, man.
I know the feeling.
I love the Goldberg Roman thing.
I know the feeling. I can't believe I fell for that. Now I really look like an idiot to all the new people that just came in.
That's okay.
What does that spell? Shop. Now what do you do at a green light? Stop! I thought I had him. I thought I was so smart. Obviously not. So, we then get John Cena. I literally, I'm gonna kick myself in the
Dakota is the female
head.
Shawn Michaels, and Raquel is the new female Diesel. You might be right, James.
Jeez,
That's
man.
interesting. I'm an RKO man. You could do that, but I don't know that that'd be a good idea.
Wow, you really got me. I think that's what Z Red Vipers was thinking of when he left the chat for a bit. Like,
thing
really?
is Goldberg isn't old enough to
I
retire
guess you
yet.
didn't see that coming. Man, I love you. You're the best. High five. I do stupid jokes like that all the time.
Goldberg's champion, he said you guys don't understand the business. Elijah, I saw that, and I 100% agree with him. Pension equals money in the bank.
Wow,
cool.
Man.
Cool.
John Cena. Cena comes out and says, this is insane. What am I doing here? Well, it's WrestleMania season, folks. It's a season that no WWE superstar wants to miss. Now, my role has changed, but I will always be a WWE superstar. So, you might be asking yourself, what is John Cena doing at WrestleMania?
I definitely look forward to Revolution.
I know exactly how hard each WWE superstar works to try and get a match at Mania. Sometimes you may not feel they listen to you, but I always listen. After every Raw, every NXT, and every Smackdown. So I gotta do the right thing. This year's WrestleMania needs to go on without John Cena. And at this point, I was like, you playing, man. There was like 5 minutes left in the show.
Yep.
And I was like, stop. You're trying to play me like a fiddle. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to make me think you're not coming to WrestleMania, right? And then he goes on to say, this is not a goodbye.
Thanks, James. You rock, James.
It's not a goodbye forever. It's just a goodbye for now. I respect what all these superstars do. And WrestleMania spots should be earned, not demanded. So I wanted to come here tonight to let all these people here in Boston, woohoo, know that John Cena won't be at WrestleMania this year. And then he gets ready to leave. And there's literally 2 minutes left on the show. And I'm going, stop. Is that legit it? He had me going for a minute. And I was like, is this really what we're doing? John Cena, this is what the end of the, what? And then he's on the ramp. He's all like, hustle, loyalty, respect. And it goes dark. You got those noises, you know, the Fiend.
Yeah.
Boom! And the Fiend shows up. I was like, John, don't turn around. Don't turn around. Bad things happen when you turn around. Don't do it. And he turns around and he looks, and the Fiend is standing there, just, you know, fixing his glove. And then he looks up, and he points at the WrestleMania sign. And Cena looks at the crowd, and I'm like, bro, don't turn your back on the Fiend, you fool. Bad things happen when you turn your back on the Fiend. And he looks back at Fiend, gives him a nod, and then you can't see me. And then we go off the air, and I was like, ooh. Okay, y'all, not gonna lie, I'm a little hyped for this match. It's gonna be good. Now, I didn't know you left.
I didn't even know Red Vipers was gone. Good to have you back, Red Vipers. Thank God for AEW and NXT. Also, I just subscribed to your channel.
Well,
thank you.
We really appreciate it.
Yes.
I was like, this match, I love the way they did this. It wasn't overdone. It wasn't to the point of like, whoa, oh my gosh. You know, it was just sweet, simple.
We know you're gone and here at the same time, Red Vipers. It's been like that all evening.
Sweet and simple and to the point. And I thought this was such a good segment. And Cena really had me going. Like, I really thought that was going to be it. That he just came out and was like...
He did good selling it.
I really thought that's all it was he came out just to tell us all that he's not going to be at WrestleMania. And I was like, bruh, stop. That was it? That's all he's doing? And then it went dark and I was like, yeah, here it comes.
Here's the thing with...
I just love the whole Fiend, and just like, he didn't even have to say anything, he didn't have to do anything, he just pointed at the sign and that was it, and Cena was just like, you got your wish, bud.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was...
Here's what I'm going to say, because this was done excellent. The way they did it was perfect. Nobody was attacked, nobody was beat up or anything like that. Now you build this up until WrestleMania with doing things like this. You have Cena sitting there going, well, I don't know, because I just really wasn't planning on being at the show. And then Hulkamania ran wild, cool shirt. Hey, thanks, man. I think you build this up to where they don't have any interaction.
I was gonna say, John Cena, they don't even have to build this up though, because the story is already there.
Well, the story's there.
The story was, you do, but the base of the story was John Cena and Bray Wyatt. They had a long history. They had a long feud. Okay, they just did. John Cena beat Bray. Now it's the Fiend's turn to get the payback and make John Cena pay for what he did to Bray. It makes perfect sense, and it really does, and it works out.
Cena said I did all I could do, and now the future's got to do it. That's why I respect Cena. The thing about it is the future, you know, again, it goes back to, I think, some of the issues with some of these wrestlers being built up is the fans.
Years in the making. 100% agree with that.
Mm-hmm. The fans are part of the issues with this building up the things that, that happen now. Because they don't... to be honest, you can't build a storyline. Because people get too impatient.
But it's all good. Rock will trying to help Cena. Let's not.
If Rock came back, it's just another thing that the Fiend could go after.
I suppose, but and he did have The Rock did mess up, or Bray Wyatt he got beat down by The Rock once or twice. I do remember that happening.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just another...
So, like I said, I was scrolling through Twitter before we started the show, and Ryan Satan put out a couple of tweets that I thought made a lot of sense in a way that they could have done this, where...
Cena cannot lose, he just came back.
I
think it's just going to be a one-time thing. I don't think he's going to be there forever.
Let me read these tweets real quick. So, Ryan Satan, he said...
The Fiend Bray Wyatt versus John Cena, I do not mind it. Be something. I said, yeah, I mean, I think it'd be a cool...
It'll be a fun match, for sure. So this is what Ryan Satan said is, okay, now, that Goldberg and Roman for the Universal title and John Cena versus The Fiend are set for WrestleMania, here are my thoughts and questions. Why was it necessary to take the Universal title off The Fiend? Goldberg versus Roman isn't elevated by adding the title to it, in my opinion, as the spear versus spear thing is pretty simple, and the match should be done to show Roman is someone on the roster who can beat legends. The closing Smackdown angle is a perfect example of why I believe Cena versus The Fiend for the Universal title would have been a much bigger deal. Crowd went nuts for it. John Cena going for his 17th against the scary murder clown with dual personalities who's been dominating the competition for months and fans are interested in is worthy of main eventing WrestleMania alongside Brock versus Drew. Plus, if John puts over Wyatt instead, another star is made. I fear the reason they took the title off Wyatt is that Cena's winning at WrestleMania, which is obviously understandable, and they don't want him to have the 17th yet. If that's the case, I'm not sure the Fiend Bray Wyatt was the right guy to sacrifice here. What do you think? Honestly, I think this is very logical. Do I think that doing John Cena versus The Fiend for John's 17th title reign would have been perfect and would have made a lot of sense and would have been smart? Yes, I 100% agree with that. And I think the fans really would have been invested in that. Now, I also see where he's coming from, and he fears the reason that they took the title off of him is because they're going to have Cena go over him. I think there's a high chance of that happening too. I think the story would play out better if you let The Fiend get his win over John Cena, going back to all the stuff that happened with them previously. I think that would make the most sense. But because he doesn't have the title anymore, there is still the possibility that Cena will go over The Fiend. And I still think there's a high percentage that John Cena will go over the Fiend.
I don't know what'll happen. It probably really doesn't. I mean, either way you go, it'll be as long as they have a good match and the way they do it is good. The problem with having Cena beat the Fiend is it's going to be the same thing. That nobody's going to be like, oh god, the Fiend is now a scary clown. That's or they'll just go, hey, he's a scary clown. It's really not a big deal. I mean, so the only thing they can do is hurt the Fiend out of this if they don't do it right.
Yeah, and the way.
But I've always said the Fiend.
If he loses, that's gonna be 2 losses in a row for the Fiend. So I don't know where you go with him from there.
Goldberg at Mania.
I don't care how many big names you have. The thing I want to see is a good show. And Roman versus Goldberg, personally, like I said, I just don't care for it.
No,
Brock.
You don't like Goldberg.
And I'm not into Roman at the moment. I just don't.
You don't like.
I'm not into either of them currently. I've never really been into Goldberg, but I'm really just not into Roman right now, which makes me really not care about that match. If it was somebody built up that's gonna take the title from Goldberg, then I'm like, yes, do it, because I hate Goldberg so much. Then like maybe I'd be more interested in it. But because it's Roman, I just don't care. What would have made more sense is Bray Wyatt versus Goldberg. Bray Wyatt loses the Universal title. The Fiend gets angry and powerful and wins it back off of Goldberg.
James, I would love to see R-Truth have a title run too. I think that'd be awesome. And Hogan had an Andre Giant Battle Royal. No. Hogan can't get around.
Roman versus Goldberg.
What would have made more sense is Bray Wyatt versus Goldberg. Bray Wyatt loses the Universal title and Fiend gets angry and powerful and wins it back off Goldberg. I don't know. I don't have a problem with what they did. I mean, what they did was first off, the Fiend should have never had the
title in the first place. They screwed up 6 months ago when they put the title on him. I said that from the very beginning. I said that from the very start of when I started yelling about things yesterday.
Again,
he should have never had the title, never should have won it. He's not a guy who should ever win the title because his character is so much bigger than that.
And the next time they have Bray Wyatt come out and speak, he needs to explain, you know what? And I know he's put out some stuff on Twitter. He should just come out and say, hey, you know what? We are the hunters, not the hunted. And as champions, we were being hunted. We don't want that. The title means nothing to us. We want to hunt people down. Or he wants to hunt people down. And I think that would be more interesting, and it kind of explains where they're headed. Roman versus Goldberg bathroom break. That's it. I think it'll be good. I don't think it'll be that bad. Charlotte at Mania and Becky's at Mania. Female Cena, female Randy Orton. I think it'll be a good match. I guess that was over the edge. I gotta go back and see what he said. Oh, back up here.
Mhm.
Yeah, what I just talked about. Okay. I don't know. I just think that I think that they have to build the storylines, Elijah, over the next month. And the problem is you have fans that can't have storylines build over a month because they're so impatient. Which is why you have issues with wrestling. Which is why people go, oh, this sucks. Because if you build something over 2 weeks, people go, well, that's stupid. Why are they doing that?
Yeah.
Now, the whole, and by building, like I said, you don't have to have them wrestle each other every week. I think that the thing with Cena and the Fiend could be interesting because they didn't start out with the Fiend just attacking him. He just came out and pointed to the sign, and that's how this whole thing's going to start out. Now, I'm expecting over the next couple weeks, you're going to see Cena go, well, you know what, giving it some thought, and I've decided I'm going to go to Mania.
Yeah.
So we'll see what they do. How long have you two been doing this, and do you think somehow Bianca Belair will get in the NXT Women's Championship match at WrestleMania? Okay, so first off, we'll answer how long we've been doing this. We've been doing this just over a year now.
Mhm. WrestleMania. Royal Rumble was when, like, the couple weeks before the Royal Rumble. That's when we started doing our show, and it was last year.
We've been doing this just over a year.
Mhm.
And then the Bianca Belair thing. I hope she doesn't do it.
I'm skeptical at this point
See you, Zandel. Have a good evening.
I'm skeptical at this point I think she should be added to the match because I think she should win the match.
Zandel will be back tomorrow night after Revolution. All right?
Yes. I'm skeptical. I think Bianca should be added to the match because I think she should win the match and take the title from both women.
But hey, Zandel, you still there?
But at this point in time, I don't know if she's going to get added.
I hope not. I don't want a triple threat match. I hate triple threat matches for titles.
I didn't like the idea of it at first, but I like
have you found a school to go to for wrestling and something, you found someplace you can go to try and get into the business? Gleen, did you hear a former WWE star wants a match with Triple H at Mania 36? Have you heard it?
No.
I have not either. Who is it? Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan wants a match at WrestleMania 36 because if you reverse the numbers, he's 63. And it's just like, just a memory for him since he was been there since the beginning.
I'm not seeing anything else on Twitter.
All right. I think Mark Jindrak. Cool.
Who?
Cool.
I've never heard of him.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
I haven't.
I found a school near me, yes. I start training this week. Come in. Cool, awesome. Let us know how it goes.
Yes. Let us know.
And then when you become big, just remember us little peons here that, the Wrestle Story. You can have Charlotte beat Charlie, so you have to add Bianca. I don't want Bianca. No triple threat match. That's just, I don't like it. I hate triple threat matches. Especially for titles. If you want to have a triple threat match, fine, but I don't like it for titles. I think with that,
that's it, guys.
We are probably done.
We'll do. I'm gonna have
Maven
as
my
my
manager.
manager. Well, I'm there. That's for sure. I'll do it. I mean, I guess,
He was the guy who was supposed to join Revolution, but didn't like it. That's why Dave was in it. Heard Mr. Gleen is fighting at Mania. I thought about it,
Yeah, who you fighting? You fighting Baron Corbin?
I'm going to fight anybody that wants to fight.
Really now? Anybody?
Andre the Giant.
I hate to tell you, he's dead. But you could try and fight him.
The Macho Man.
Is this for a Saudi show?
Yeah.
Are you fighting at the Saudi show and not WrestleMania?
Who was the Exalted one? I'm going to stick with Matt Hardy. As of right now, I'm going to stick with Matt Hardy, Elijah.
I don't know, man.
But we'll see.
I don't know. I just don't know.
See.
I'm going to let myself be surprised.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to throw any names out there.
Okay.
Because I want to be like, I don't want to set my heart on, Matt Hardy being the Exalted one.
I think him being in AEW.
Or Luke Harper being the Exalted one.
Matt
or
Hardy,
anybody else. Like, I just want to be surprised.
Matt Hardy in AEW would be like awesome. I say Ravib. Or his brother Raven. Good night, guys. Awesome show as always. See you all and have an awesome weekend. You too, James. We are going to take off. Everybody have a good night. We'll be back tomorrow night after a Revolution.
Yes.
And we will give you our thoughts on that. So with that, we're going to take off. You guys have a good evening, good afternoon, a good morning, or whatever it may be. But I say Omega turns heel. I thought about it a lot. I said that. I've been saying that. I said it like several weeks ago. Would not shock me if he turns heel. We'll see what happens. Find out tomorrow night. And if you don't watch it, come check us out. We'll let you know how it went. I went to Showcase Pro Wrestling. I met John Cena's father and Tony Atlas and more. Hey, that's pretty awesome. Cool.
Super cool.
That is cool.
Yes.
We will be back tomorrow with our show, Revolution. All of you, we're not going to live stream tomorrow.
What?
See you live stream.
You mean we are live streaming? It's just after the show.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, it's going to be after the show. We'll do a live stream. What time is AEW?
I don't know.
I thought he meant like live stream during the show.
No, we're live streaming after the show.
It won't be during the show. It'll be after the show. I'll put a new iPad on Twitter so y'all can see it. We'll check it out, James. All right, we're going to take off. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.